Hey y'all, so I will be on here for the next 20 to 30 minutes, and your girl is making some growth products. So I've been working on my shampoo for a few hours now, and I am allowing it to thicken up because I've ran out. Well, not ran out, I sold out of shampoos and conditioners. So yeah, I'm just making that. And I also want to get on here and show you guys how to use my Moisture Milk, which is a moisturizing and conditioning leave-in spray. But let me bring y'all over here. And 1 second. Hi, Lisa. All right, let me turn the camera around. So this is Heavenly's Stimulating Growth Shampoo. And it is in this creamy state. I'm just allowing it to thicken up a little more. The consistency is pretty decent. Okay. And I was going to make some more of my growth grease today, but I didn't want to be doing two things at one time. So I went ahead and decided to just work on my shampoos. Here's just waiting on this to thicken. Hi, Miss Nadine. My daughter tells me this every single time. And okay, I think I accidentally clicked the mute on the microphone. So just let me know if you can hear me now, Nadine. Hold on 1 second. It is www.heavenly. Okay, Nadine, thank you. Okay, it's Lisa. Hi, it's www.heavenlyhairandskincare.com. So, in all of my lives at the end, because I'm not sure if I can put it in the live while I am on live. Like I said, I'm still new at this, but the more I get on here, the more I get the hang of it, except for the camera lens being dirty. But like I said, it's www.heavenlyhairandskincare.com. So I'm going to turn the camera around again and let you guys see the shampoo. And it is thickening right now. So I just pretty much come back occasionally and stir it up. So I had somebody to message me under my website the other day and ask if my shampoo or any of my other products have coconut in it. So I believe that she has an allergic reaction to it. So I told her, yes, the growth shampoo does have coconut milk in it. And okay, Lisa, all right. And also my Heavenly's Growth Oil for low porosity has coconut oil in it, but it's only a small percentage. But at the end of the day, by a person being allergic, then I can clearly understand that. But I will also be making a second version without the coconut milk and without the coconut oil in it. You want to make them, but you're so lazy. Well, Miss Nadine, you're right. It is. It is. I've been doing this since 2018. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's easy, because it's not easy. And then when it come down to being lazy, I'm just going to be honest. It's times to where I just want to then I know I got to get up and I know I got to do it. And that's another reason why I didn't make more than one product today, because I am running low. Well, it don't like look like it as far as right here, but as you notice, I don't know if y'all have been on my live before, but I am completely out of shampoos and conditioners. So let's see. Okay, that's a good substitute. That is a good substitute. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and make two versions. So I'm gonna go onto my Shopify website, and I think I did add one last night or yesterday. I added the shampoo to where everyone has an option to click the one without the coconut milk. Now, as far as Heavenly's Growth Oil, I will be working on a batch, and I will be putting it in like a great big container to where it don't have the coconut oil in it, because I don't want nobody to miss out just because they are allergic to coconut milk, coconut period. Because at the end of the day, it's not their fault. They can't help that they're allergic to coconut. So yeah, I'm just working on, take this glove off. I'm just working on my shampoo, and tomorrow I'll be working on my conditioner. Uh-oh, I zoomed in. Yeah, I'll be working on my conditioner, and then I will be working on growth grease. And like I stated in my other live, that right now, until my 4-ounce jars come in, that anybody who orders Heavenly's Growth Grease will be getting a 8-ounce jar. So you will be getting 2 or double for the price of 1. Okay, hello, Kevin. So yeah, whoever that orders the growth grease will be getting double for the price. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not really a big fan of coconut oil myself. It's a lot of people that they can't stand coconut oil, and they hate what it does to their hair, even if they are not allergic. And that's why I put a small percentage in there, because of the people that can tolerate it and can't stand it. But yeah, when it comes down to my stimulating growth serum, when it comes down to my growth elixir, I do not have coconut oil in neither of them. And even with everything else that I make, I don't have coconut in it, except for, like I said, the shampoo that has the coconut milk and the growth oil that has the coconut oil in it. But yeah, so I just wanted to get on here because I really need, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna end up ordering it. You know, if it don't take forever to get in, Miss Nadine, you know how shipping is. So if it don't take forever, but I order it though, and then see how long it take, and then do like a little small batch of it, and test it out and stuff, and then I'll end up, you know, putting it on the market if it, not if it, because like I said, I go by what you say. You know, I believe you and everything, but I just still want to do a small batch of it. But y'all, let me take this hat off. It's about to be a hideous hot mess, but that's what I come on here for. Hold up. I hate these type of caps. I gotta take my time because it got the little Velcro on the back, and I don't want it to snap my hair. I know I look silly, but I didn't want to lose no hair. Ain't no hair in here, okay? But yeah, so this is my hair after shampoo day. I just posted a video of my daughter shampooing my hair in my shampoo bowl at the house, and I can't believe that she did it because it's been years since I've been in my own shampoo bowl. Everybody else end up enjoying the benefits from it. Let's see. Oh man. So oh my goodness. So you really gotta wait a long time. Oh well, let me stop complaining then. You know, I'm gonna stop complaining about our shipping, because usually it would take up to about 2 weeks. Sometimes, not all the time, but 2 weeks at the no. Let me stop. I almost said 2 weeks at the most. No, it took about a month one time for me to receive just a cup. All I ordered was a cup, and it took 4 weeks. 4 weeks. But I have to go to Bible study tonight, so I'm trying to keep up with the timing. And I caught myself doing my edges this morning, but then I put the cap on, and I didn't want to do anything else to my hair. I wanted to come on live yesterday, but I had my friends working on my building, putting the baseboards and stuff in the trim up in here. And I don't really have much to go in here. Everything that you do see in here, let me turn the camera around. So everything that you do see in here will not be in here soon. This will be the place where people come in and purchase their products from. It will be open to the public. But for right now, I'm not in a hurry. Those shelves, several years ago, because I've had this building for 3 years, never operated in it until now. 3 years ago, me and my husband painted those, or halfway painted those shelves black, and this thing is crooked. It's always crooked. I don't know if y'all can see on my DIY videos that the camera is always crooked, always. But I ran out of my little black, what do you call that, eyeliner stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go on there first. I went on there before, and sometimes they stuff be sold out, but I can understand why. Oh, let me add this in here, y'all. So as I'm filling my hair, I feel like a little long piece. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see if I can turn that light. But what I do is I just take some scissors and I just clip that. There's no need of worrying about it. I just clip that piece off, because what I don't want is to have like a whole lot of stringy ends. And I cut a lot of my hair back in January. No, what am I saying? January, July. I cut a lot of my hair in July. And one thing that I tell people, how did another fly get in here? One thing that I tell a lot of people is that I don't think that it's nobody hair that's 100% even. I'm talking about, like, when it comes down to the edges, you may see somebody with long hair past their butt. They could be a different race or whatever. They don't have to be a different race. I'm just saying that I'm pretty sure that if you lift up their edges and their sides and stuff, and excuse the white part too, that's all the edge control and all of that. So I know I'm looking a hideous hot mess, but I don't mind. That's one thing I learned when I got back on my YouTube channel, is to not worry about my appearance to the point to where I don't create a video. And okay, this is my lint in its curly state. If I was to silk press it, it would be much longer. But what I do is I just take my fingers and I separate it. My hair is still extremely soft from shampoo day, which was a couple of days ago. And my roots are still soft. They haven't matted up or tangled up yet. And it is due to Heavenly's Growth shampoo and the conditioner. The conditioner has shea butter inside of it. So what it did is it nourished my roots to where I didn't have to worry about them retangling back up. But I'm just showing y'all a demonstration of the Moisture Milk, which is in a little small bottle. Let me show y'all a bigger bottle right quick. So this is the 8-ounce bottle that I sell under Heavenly's website. And like I stated in my last live, that the Moisture Milk does separate. Someone said in the comment section about putting a preservative. All of my products have a preservative in it. So that is not why it's separating. And I use the example of, what is that? Cream of Nature. Oh, I used to be in love with it. And that is the reason why I was inspired to create this, but I always forget the name of it. Cream of Nature leave-in, argan oil leave-in conditioning spray. Something like that. But I used to use that several years ago. And I used to use it like I lost my mind because it made my hair very soft. So when I first, what's that dog doing? Okay, so when I first created my hair care line back in 2018 is when, put my phone on do not disturb. I forgot about that. I'm so sorry, y'all. So when I first created my products back in 2018, this one was like the third or the fourth product that I end up formulating and creating. So it is a moisturizing / leave-in conditioning spray. It is also a hair growth spray, so it not only can be sprayed on your hair strands, but it also can be sprayed on your scalp. If you are a man, if you are a woman, if you are a kid, you can use this. It is safe to use. So let me spray, because I'll keep talking, y'all. And it smells amazing. So let me hit it one more time. Look how moisturizing it is. So even if you want to just use this alone, you can. It can be used on any hair type. And I'm just running my fingers through my hair strands because my hair has been up in these twists for the past couple of days. And I'm also trying to separate the curls so you can see it. So let me grab a piece that's dry. And remember that my hair is super duper soft due to Heavenly's Growth shampoo and conditioner, which are filled with a lot of moisturizing agents and conditioning agents. So this is the dry. And this is the wet part. So once it dry, it's gonna still be extremely soft. But I'm gonna spray down. And it's so creamy, y'all. So creamy. But let me talk just a second about Heavenly's hair care line. I tell people all the time that you should have a hair care system. It's not just about hair growth oils. It's about a complete entire hair care system. So the fragrance is inside of this is Island Escape. It has peach and it has strawberry. I mixed up my own spray for my original. So everything that I came out in the very beginning of Heavenly's hair and skincare products, I created a mixture and I used a certain percentage of it, and I came out with my own little a little smell. And I love it. The people here local, and it's been people out of town that haven't complained about the smell. But I'm gonna be honest with you, when I first started, OMG, you talking about, man, I was putting essential oils that women would come back and tell me that their husband said, you need to stop using that because I'm tired of that smell. And it would usually bother the men. Hi, Raven. Okay, yeah. So the butters, yeah, that'd be great to use. The shampoos and conditioner, because they all they are moisturizing. They all gonna penetrate the strands, and it's going to, like, even with this right here, it has a little of a thickening agent in it. So what you use in shampoos and butters and conditioners, it's going to do well with your hair strands. I wish y'all could feel it. It feels so good. It feels so good. And please don't let my hair type fool you. Not stew. What, a beef stew? Girl, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's amazing. Now I see people creating their hair products with fragrance oils, but your girl been using fragrance oils for so many years. So many years, because I don't all the time like the essential oil smells. Like, you got to remember that when you are using growth teas, when you're using growth teas and different herbs and things like that, the herbs itself is going to work. They are all powerful by themselves. Now, if you use rosemary herb, right? But then you turn around and you add rosemary essential oil. Just tell me, how much more do you think the power is going to be? The power is still in it as far as hair growth with the rosemary itself. So if you add a fragrance oil, it is not going to affect it. And I remember when I first started creating my videos on my channel, because I had my channel since 2010, but I ended up coming back a couple of years ago. And when I first started creating these DIYs, I know that probably some people like, fragrance, what to do with fragrance, and had no clue. But it is some more hair care lines out here that have fragrance in theirs, but I don't think that the people who I was teaching the DIYs knew that they can add fragrance in theirs and they still get a powerful effect when it comes down to hair growth. Excuse that train, is literally right there. Right there. Yeah. But look at the wet part right here. And then the dry part right here. OMG, girl, the onions and the garlic alone. OMG, hear me out. I remember when I did the DIY of the onion juice and the onion oil, and there was so many people commenting on that video talking about I can't do onions. Onions stink so bad and this and that, this and that. And I'm like, okay, I understand that, but at the end of the day, that's not gonna stop me from using onions because I know how powerful onions is. And my thing is right here, whenever I'm going on a hair growth challenge and I want my growth to push even more faster, exactly, the sulfur, yes. If I want my hair to grow even faster, you talking about going in there and chopping up some onions and creating a hair growth spray or a hair growth oil, your girl is gonna do that. And then I will put my essential oil, my fragrance oil, because with my Heavenly's Growth Tonic, I have essential oils and fragrance oil mixed together. So I'll put that in my onion juice. Look, I said onion juice. And I'm spraying it on my hair and in my scalp. And then I'm going to slap a wig on. So people are like, no, I can't do that. I can't stand it. Well, to each his own, because my thing is right here, when the licensed stylist ripped one of my locks out, that is how my hair grew so fast by my products. See, I need to start trying. Yes, try fragrance. Try fragrance and just add a little bit. See how it smells, because you can add it too much. Now you can add too much and then people like, why is she around here smelling like tangerines? I mean, it may make them hungry though. You know, I like citrus stuff. So if I was around you, Miss Nadine, and you smell like tangerines, I may enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm just saying. But everybody else don't feel that way. But yeah, I just wanted to show you. Oh, while I'm here, I did use the Heavenly's curling custard while I was on one of my lives one time. But I want to show you guys again. So we got this piece right here with Heavenly's Moisture Milk, which can also be sprayed on the scalp. And as a matter of fact, let me spray my scalp, because for those who wear box braids, what I call them Senegalese. Some people say Singalese. I say Senegalese. I used to braid hair for almost 30 years. I'm 2 years retired, and ain't nobody finna make me say the name different if it's different. Okay, yep, they may. They just may. You know, you can mix a little of that curry with that tangerine. Nah, let me stop playing. But let me spray this on my scalp right quick. Thank you, Daryl. Hello. So with the Moisture Milk, it can be sprayed on the scalp as a hair growth spray. When you rub it in, you see the white film disappears. So if you are wearing box braids, if you are wearing twist, 2-strand twist with the weave. Who is Durham? What's up, Leroy? I don't know who Durham is. But yeah, if you are wearing a protective style of any sort, then the Moisture Milk can be sprayed on the scalp, because I'm telling you. What? I don't know what you're talking about. And I can get mean though. I can get mean. I don't know what you're talking about though. Thank you for passing through. But y'all, this has an amazing smell. I mean, I can't help it. I just can't help but sniff it. And when I tell you that when you are wearing those box braids in the summertime and you know how you want to keep them up for a couple more weeks, but you know, the scalp get a little musty, a little funky because of the sweat, spray Heavenly's Moisture Milk, which is this right here. Heavenly's Moisture Milk. Spray it on your scalp and thank me later. Yeah, thank me later, because It's going to make your scalp smell amazing, and you are going to be experiencing wonderful hair growth, moisturized strands. This is great for your locks as well. This is great for your kids' hair. I would say daughters, but it's not just for your daughters. Yeah, you can plait your daughter's hair. You know how, remember back in the days, we used to put our kids' hair in them ponytails and them little twists. Hold up. Okay. Although we wear them now as adults. But imagine combing your daughter's hair. And some people still put barrettes in their kids' hair. I seen a girl the other day with barrettes, and I ain't gonna lie, I was amazed. Not in a bad way. I was amazed as being excited because little kids ain't little kids no more. Most of them. Yeah. So put your little daughter in some plaits. Your sons with that long hair can be wearing plaits too. I don't have a son. I have all daughters. So if I had a son and I allow his hair to grow longer, then I would still put his hair in 2 strands, twists. Also, the mini braids or whatever, because he can still wear his hair in a high ponytail. Remember that lock styles is no such thing as a woman lock style or a man lock style from what I know of, because I'm seeing men and women wearing the same exact lock styles. I know someone personally that's a husband and a wife, and they walking around right now with the same exact lock style. Now, I don't know why they wearing the same one. One could have wore that style that week, then the next few weeks, that one could have came and wore that style, and then they could have vice versa, whatever. But teachers on, that's their problem. That's their business. Okay. Okay. You right. These kids. Yeah. I'm so glad my grandson acts like a kid. I have all daughters and all grandsons. That's crazy. I have no granddaughter. No granddaughter at all. Hi, Parsa. See? Hey, Yvette. That's what I'm saying. Boys, men, they wear twists. Like, it's no such thing as it being a feminine or a male hairstyle no more. I mean, back then it probably was considered that. And then if it was, I mean, whatever. But yeah, even with, like I said, the guys with locks, they get their hair twisted up like this, and then it be spiked out. As a matter of fact, it'd be like, look at me acting like I got locks. Well, I used to have locks. Until that licensed stylist. Yeah, I love telling the story. A lot of people could think, oh, she just steady talking about that. No. Yeah, I am steady talking about it, but I'm talking about it because it's a part of my testimony. It's a part of my story. But yeah, they probably don't look like this. It'd be much fuller. But yeah, it'd be up like this. You know, some of them even have them down in the front and everything. And it is what it is. Okay, yeah. But this is the moisture milk. It can be used on your little girl's ponytails. If you have a little girl and she still wear ponytails. If she don't still wear ponytails, then you can apply the moisture milk, and you know how you comb their little hair up like this and it be in a ponytail. You know, the back be down in the ponytail. Look, why am I doing it? But yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. Put the moisture milk in your daughter's hair, okay? The moisture milk is a hair growth spray / leave-in conditioner that is filled with moisturizing and conditioning liquids and agents that is going to soften your hair. A couple of days ago, I applied the curling custard. I'm just trying to check on my shampoo. The curling custard is what I applied a couple of days ago. And remember that I told, some of y'all wasn't on my live, but for those who were on my live, remember that I said that if your ingredients is from the first to the third water, as far as, you know, you need to see water either as the first ingredient, second, or third. If it's going further down the line, you might as well hang it up. Hang it up. Hang it up. Because we need water for our hair to thrive. It's just like plants. What happens if we don't water our plants? They die. Same thing with our hair. Our hair breaks. Like, try putting just butter by itself. Like, go every day or go every week with just putting butter on your hair. You're gonna look like a greasy monkey. Your hair, I'm just saying, we need moisture. Moisture, which is water. Heavenly's curling custard, water in it. Heavenly's moisture milk, water. So therefore, you can apply it to dry hair. You can apply it to dry hair without adding water. Now, what I notice is that things that I say sometimes will confuse people. Please don't let it confuse you. Please. All I'm saying is that you can apply it without wetting your hair, or you can wet your hair and apply it. So, I don't know about y'all, but I love that. And I don't want nobody saying, yeah, you love it because it's yours, you make it. No, I love that for all of us. I love that for all of us because I don't just use my own products. I create them for others to be able to benefit from them as well. And if you notice that I wet my ends first, when I sprayed the moisture milk right here, I wet my ends first. It is drying and it is soft. And you see that it still looks moisturized. I be trying to be careful how to apply these products and be looking in this camera at the same time, because I don't want to waste none on me, and I got church to go to. I know I've probably been on her longer than 30 minutes. I said I was going to not be on her long. Yeah, you have to get into it. You have to get into it. But you can't be lazy, Miss Nadine. Not judging you, just going by what you said earlier. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me turn around. So with the curling custard, just in case somebody's like, okay, you just put some of the moisture and seal cream on your hair and then you just put the curling custard, but they both looking the same. The curling custard has like a slight hardening cast to it. So it's going to keep those curls in place. It's going to keep your curls in place, right? With the moisture and seal, with the moisture milk, I make a moisture and seal cream too. I just haven't brought it out. I've been creating it since 2018, and since I temporarily closed my website down, I end up getting tongue-tied. The reason why I'm not putting everything out there all at once, because it does confuse people. You have a lot of people that will come along and they'll see me and be like, oh, she's new. No, I'm not new. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not new. I'm new on here, but I'm not new, and I don't want to bombard people. So that's why I just slowly bring things out. And I've had my Shopify website, I just temporarily closed it down at first, but a lot of people kept clicking on there saying, I tried to click on there and I couldn't. So 5 months later, I ended up going ahead and opening it right back up. But like I said, all of my products are in draft. I just take them and bring them into archive. But I be wanting to make sure that I have them already made up first. So this is the Moisture and Seal Cream, which is a hair growth spray. This is the original one. I just took what was left over and I put it in this little bitty small spray bottle. And it does separate as far as the liquid. So if you get this in the mail, you open it up, please don't think there's anything wrong with it. Just remember I always forget it, Cream of Nature. Remember, Cream of Nature's Argan Oil Leave-In Conditioner is never solidified. You have to shake it together in order for the ingredients to activate. It's no different. And they've been out for several years. And that's what inspired me to create the Moisture Milk. So this right here is a little bit more deeper. I don't know if y'all could tell. It's a little bit more deeper because it is a curl cream. This is a moisturizing spray. So if you are applying Heavenly's Curling Custard, which is, let's get a bottle. Which is this right here, Heavenly's Curling Custard. If you get this and you put it on your hair strands and you can wear a wash and go. The Moisture Milk is for like a week later. You want to respray it just to bring moisture back to your hair strands. It does give a slight hard casting. It's not hard at all. But if you want to go ahead and break that cast, then you spray the Moisture Milk. Now, when it comes down to the hard casting, that's a good thing, because it's a lot of people that will try to manipulate their hair strands. And with that slight hard casting, it's going to keep those curls in place. Ain't nobody got no business playing in their hair anyways. Like, you see me doing this because I'm using my hair as a demonstration. I'm like literally steady showing y'all. But we too grown to be doing this right here. And by me being a almost 30-year-old, not 30-year-old, almost 30-year braider, before I retired, I had adults in my chair that was just pulling on their hair whenever I would apply, because I would apply my products to their hair. And some of them didn't know their curl pattern. A lot of people were amazed. And it brought joy to me. It still brings joy to me. But for the ones that just doing this because they can't believe their hair actually curl, like, girl, leave your hair alone. Because what you're doing is you manipulating your strands when you're doing this all the time. So these curls ain't going to last like this, and it's not going to stay like this. What it's going to end up doing is turning into an afro. And that's why I tell people too. You have some folks that would shampoo their hair and they say, ooh, well, my hair curly after I shampoo it. If I spray water on it, it's curly. How long is it going to stay curly? It's going to turn into a fro after it dries. That is where the curling custard, the Moisture Milk, these moisturizing products come in at. Your hair dry, you go to bed with a bonnet on, you wake up in the morning, you still gonna have curls. My hair is extremely soft, only if y'all can feel it. But I actually wanted to do my whole entire hair, but I can't do two things at once. I always do that. Always. But I wanted to just apply the moisture milk to my hair before church and then wear it in a ponytail and a loose ponytail at that. But like I was stating um, earlier, that this is my hair ever since shampoo day. I haven't did anything to my hair since shampooing and conditioning my hair with Heavenly's Growth shampoo and Heavenly's Growth conditioner. And that's why I tell people that it is perfectly safe to leave it in your hair as long as you want, because you are getting the benefits of hair growth. So that's a tango piece. So I'm just making sure that I take my time. And that's because I didn't grab the end like I supposed to have. But yeah, you make sure that you leave it in as long as you want to leave it in. If you want to experience the growth benefits in it. It is perfectly safe and it is perfectly fine. It's so many people that, well, I know it's so many companies that would tell you to shampoo their shampoo right back out, as you should. The stuff they got in there. But yeah. And like I was stating on one of my other lives, is that you have so many small companies that end up getting their products put in the stores and they end up compromising their ingredients. And they may as well have started out as a small, all natural, all vegan or whatever. Yeah, they may have started out like that. But who's to say if they're ended like that? Because a well-known company, remember, end up taking a lot of people's hair out. And I know that people haven't forgot about that. Popular brand at that. Took multiple people's hair out. So you can't tell me that these store-bought shampoos and conditioners that is making your hair feel extremely soft and people are experiencing hair growth, it's not coming back and biting some people in the butt. Like, you have a lot of products that's gonna do what it's gonna do and did what it did, but it didn't tell you what it was gonna come back and do to you either. And see, I love the creamy consistency of the moisture milk. Remember, I am working on soft, creamy Heavenly's Growth shampoo along with Heavenly's Growth conditioner that I just used a couple of days ago. So it's going to leave your hair extremely soft and the smell is amazing. How many times I'm going to say it? I'm going to say it every time because the smell is amazing. And remember that it's a hair growth spray. So I'm hitting the roots. This could be used. It don't have to be used on loose natural hair if you don't want it to. Please don't feel like you can't use this if you aren't natural. It can be also used on box braids because your scalp needs to be nourished. Yes, that's who I was talking about, Miss Nadine. Yes. And not to laugh at it. I'm laughing because, I knew somebody was going to pick up on it. But yeah, it's like, don't get me wrong. These people get into business with good intentions, but then they end up changing up. And I don't know. I'm going to try not to go deep with it because I almost said something, but I'm going to leave that alone. But yeah, I'm just applying Heavenly's Moisture and Seal Cream. So if you have thick tangled roots, the Moisture and Seal Cream is going to soften it. And all I'm doing is just detangling first. That's it. Because these twists been sitting for a couple of days. And although it's dry, it's soft and still moisturized. Y'all see these strands are moisturized. Yep, I'm going I supposed to I have to be there at 7. I promised my husband that I don't know why it's steady freezing. Okay, Lisa, thank you. I'm gonna check it in a little bit, and I will be working on it in the order that it came in. But I really appreciate you. So this is the moisture milk. And the reason why I was sitting there like that, it's a little dry spot from that edge control. See, when I put the edge control on my hair, I put it here and I rub all the way back. And it's like, sometimes I don't feel complete without the edge control. But it's nothing that the moisture milk can't help. But yes, Lisa, I appreciate you. Yeah, I know. Well, it's 5:30 here, Miss Nadine. It's 5:30 here. So I'm I'm end up ending this live in just a minute. I should have just started on my hair in the very beginning. Like, that's what I should have did. Yeah, we got that time change. Our time's like an hour different. So I'm gonna keep looking at the time though. I'm gonna keep looking at it. And the longer, I don't know about everybody else, but oh yeah, I need to check on it. I end up looking at it over there at it like I can really look from way over here and tell. But yeah, if your hair is longer, if it's anything like mine, you have to be careful with detangling it. So that's why I was doing this real slowly. But once spraying this moisture milk, I don't have to worry about the tangles then. Once it's set in. Hold on 1 second. Okay, put my glove on. All right, let me pick y'all up real quick, and we're about to check on this shampoo. All right. Uh-oh, I ain't even got the camera on it. It's getting a little thicker. So what I'm gonna do is add a little more. I mean, y'all can look at this and tell that it's going to be very soft and creamy on your hair. So I'm going to go back later This will be sitting. Hold up 1 second. Okay, so this will be sitting, y'all. Because everything that I make, I allow it to marinate. Okay. Okay, I really appreciate you. And I'm so glad that you created DIYs because, like, that's the whole purpose of me showing people, for those who simply just can't afford the ingredients, for those who have a busy schedule and just can't find the time to create, I said ingredients, I mean the products, create the products, and for those who stores don't carry some of these ingredients, but as well for, you know, people who simply just want to support. So I really appreciate you. Hold on 1 second. Carboner. And it's just a natural thickener. But y'all see these curls? So my front, listen y'all, my hair is 3 different textures. Don't let this front fool you, okay? It's not heat damage at all. I messed around and did the big chop for the second time because my crazy tail self thought I had heat damage, and the whole time I didn't even apply heat to my hair. Then I thought that I left some relaxer in my hair and forgot that I ain't been using no relaxer. Thank you. Thank you. But that was during the time to where I didn't know my hair. I know my hair now. I know that I have 3 different textures. At the back, it is curlier. It is curlier. The middle part of my hair is thick. It is thick. But using Heavenly's Growth shampoo and conditioner, it softens it up. So I knew I was gonna do that. I knew I was gonna do that. Okay. So I'm gonna hurry up and do this real quick, and then I'm gonna go to church. Well, I'm gonna run to the house first, and then I'm gonna go to church. But yeah, my back. Hello, Anthony. My back is a tighter, not tighter. My back is a curlier, slightly, just a little loose. And my front is extremely loose, and my middle is tight, and the roots are thick. So most people have either 2 different hair textures or 3. Hold up 1 second. Who's this? I don't know what they saying. Okay, it's one of them ones about to put a lot of weird stuff on my live. I'm gonna leave them there until they get out of hand. And once they get out of hand, then they got to go. So this is my hair in its dry state after using Heavenly shampoo and conditioner. This is 2-day-old twist. So I didn't do any mini twists or nothing like that. I just put my hair in twist only because I had just got done shampooing and conditioning my hair. And if you notice, y'all, that I'm not wetting my hair with water. I'm just applying the moisture milk to my hair strands. And then I apply it to my ends first. And like I said, I love the creamy texture and the creamy consistency. And I'm pretty sure y'all gonna love it too. You see how my hair is slowly moisturizing? Well, it ain't slowly moisturizing, it's quickly moisturizing. But I'm just showing you by rubbing it slowly. And I know that it looks like I'm pulling hard. I'm not. But I'm just trying to stretch my curls just so I can feel through it. Y'all know I can't see. I cannot see back here. Whew. Turn around. So if I was to make this in a travel size, then if your hair is not the length of mine, if it's a little bit shorter, then that bottle will last you longer than this lasted me. But I'm spraying from all the way down here all the way up to my roots. But I see so many DIY creators that create these DIY videos telling y'all to make this DIY, make that DIY, and then they will tell y'all to shampoo your hair out with a store-bought shampoo. Y'all overlook me. I be laughing at myself because it's like, why do all of that? Like, why not create a shampoo? That's why you see under Heavenly's page, you see more growth shampoos, more DIY shampoos than you see of anything else. Because it's about a hair care system, y'all. A hair care system. Overlook how I talk with passion. Y'all, if you knew me, you'll know that I'm very cool and down to earth. But at the same time, you know, I talk with passion. So if I'm mad, I talk with passion. If I'm excited, I talk with passion. You will be able to tell the difference because I'm going to have a smile on my face. But yeah, they will tell you to create the DIY and then they'll turn around and shampoo their hair with a store-bought shampoo. And like I stated in one of my other lives, I'm not bashing store-bought shampoos. I'm not here to make anybody feel bad that still use store-bought shampoos. I'm just trying to make sure I'm rubbing it in from my in my scalp too. I'm not here to make anybody feel bad about using store-bought shampoos, but I do have to still mention that they are filled with toxins and chemicals. And I have no other choice but to present my shampoos that I've been using in my hair for 7 years. Kind of get a little quiet when I'm detangling. But yeah, so they will also make a deep conditioner and they will add a store conditioner with it. They even apply or add a store-bought conditioner and add yogurt with it. You know, and I just believe in you adding everything, you know, like the xanthan gum, you know, that's food-based, things like that. I just believe in that right there. And I've always believed in it. It hasn't failed me yet. Let me retouch back here, make sure I got. Okay, that was back there where I put the curling custard. So that's why I had that light cast. So remember I was telling y'all, the curling custard gives you a light cast, but it still curls your hair. but it's a curling cream. The Moisture and Seal Cream is a moisturizer slash hair growth spray, and it is going to soften your hair. The light cast from the curling custard is not going to stay. It's not going to last long, and it's not going to leave a white film or a white residue. That's one thing I love about Heavenly's products. And I've had horror stories before from products back before I created my own. I thought I was doing my big one by going to Walgreens and shopping for hair products. You know, I thought that was the rich people store. Back then I did. I thought that, yeah. And I bought a whole hair care line, like 3 or 4 products back then. So I was reading the back of the directions. It was saying, use this, and after you use this, use that. After you use that, use that. You know, and da 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 da. So I bought the shampoo, conditioner. It had like a curl cream and a moisture cream. So I'm putting one of them things on. I don't know if it was the third one. I knew it wasn't the shampoo or the conditioner. But after applying it, it left white residue, left some little white balls on my hair. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna panic. I'm gonna wait till it dry. Tell me why it dried up, y'all. And it dried up with white dots, particles, or whatever it was, dried up like that. So it was still on my hair. Still on my hair, y'all. And I thought I did my big one by shopping at Walgreens, y'all. So that also inspired me with Heavenly's hair care line. And that is why I came up with different products. That is why I made my own curling custom, my own Moisture and Seal Cream, which I haven't brought this Moisture and Seal Cream out. It's still on the website. It's still in the drafts. But that's because I make everything, and I've been making everything from scratch all these years. No help, y'all. I'm not complaining. Not complaining at all. But I do this all by myself. Been doing it for several years now. And if I turn around, I'm pretty sure y'all may see some of the moisture milk. Because whenever I'm creating my DIY videos and I go back and look at them, I still have stuff in my hair. Y'all, I had a leaf in my hair on my last DIY. A leaf because I had my sunroof open. Ain't nobody told me nothing. Nobody. You telling me that I walked around everybody? No, I was on my way home. Wasn't nobody in the car but me, so who could tell me? This when it get low, I gotta hold it with 2 hands, but I have to hold this one with 2 hands too, whenever. My little small hands, it be getting heavy. But yeah, you don't have to worry about any white residue, any white dots, any white film. Okay, y'all see the back? Tell me if I have any white, and not because it's not going away, it's because I haven't rubbed it in. Oh my goodness, you mean to tell me y'all been writing out here and I haven't seen it? I'm so sorry. You can do it, Miss Nadine. You have a day. So I create the DIY shampoos on my page. I don't create the conditioners. I don't create the curl creams. It's too time consuming. I don't create those, Miss Nadine. Let's see. Yes, natural, wholesome. It's the way to go. I'm telling you, because you don't have to worry about, you know, it coming back and biting you in the butt. You don't have to worry about that. And it just, your hair would thank you. Y'all, my scalp is itching. Your hair will thank you. And you'll be able to tell the difference in your hair. Even with using Heavenly shampoo and conditioner, I tell people, challenge yourself. I mean, we do everything else except for take care of our hair. We'll take care of our car before we take care of our hair. I'm just saying, it may not be y'all. I mean, this may be them people over there. You know, the people over there. They over there be taking care of their car better than they take care of their hair. But I'm telling you, if you shampoo your hair once a week faithfully for a month and a half or two. And the reason why I say, I used to say just a month, but for the people who have extremely damaged hair, who have extremely dry hair, I give you a month and a half or 2 months. And then again, you never know. If you do it on a consistent basis, by that month, you just may get a transformation in your hair. Because I haven't found anybody yet. This lady is, she's dead and gone. May she rest in peace. Let's see. Yes, everything but our hair. It's like our hair get on our nerves. And I'm speaking about myself as well. It was a time to where it was like, my hair. And don't get me wrong, I'll be busy, y'all. That's why I said, since I'm over here in my building, that I'm going to be creating my DIYs over here. Because if I don't, then how am I going to get the DIYs out to y'all if I'm over here all the time? So even when I'm in here and I'm open for business for the public, I'm going to have somebody in the front and your girl going to be back there creating the DIY and shampooing her hair. Just to teach you guys and show you guys what to do. Because I'm not going to forget about y'all. Like, I'm fighting tooth and nail, y'all, because I used to create a video like every 2 days, 3 days at the most. And I've slacked off bad. I slacked off. But slacking off ain't nothing like quitting. As long as I don't quit, then I know that I can get back on track. And I am going to get back on track because I'm not letting nothing stop me from teaching these DIYs and speaking back on the DIYs. Like I said, you have so many DIY creators for so many years. And hear me out. It's not throwing shade towards anybody. If somebody feel like I'm throwing shade towards them, that's because they're guilty. They are guilty and they never had intentions on teaching people the correct way. But I promise you, it's no shade towards them. I still love them. Still love them. And I still know that some of them just don't simply know. But you know that saying, when you know better, you do better. But they teaching the DIYs. They teach people how to do DIYs. And then they having you, and they are doing it too, putting store-bought shampoos on their hair afterwards. And I'm not saying nobody's hair isn't growing. Nobody's hair isn't flourishing and stuff like that. But then you also have a time where your hair is flourishing and it's growing. Then boom, all of a sudden you don't know what happened. Just like that company you were saying, Miss Nadine. You know, they were bragging too. They were bragging. But that's why I like showing what I'm doing so people can see it. And the ones that create the DIYs are the grow teas. That's why y'all hear me saying a lot in my videos. Yeah. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. But if it is somebody that was doing it, probably was like 1 or 2 other people, and I haven't found them yet. But wasn't nobody telling people to add a preservative. Now, don't get me wrong. You had 1 or 2 people creating just a DIY, and they didn't make it their whole entire channel. And they probably added a preservative. But a lot of these DIY creators, they were just telling you to create these growth teas and just throw y'all out there and just leave y'all. All right, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you comment below and, you know, and stay tuned for the next video. Wait a minute. So you just gonna leave me with putting my growth spray in the refrigerator, but then you turn around and tell me to apply to my hair every 3 days? Every 3 days? Okay, so every 3 days and you tell me to discard it from the 5th day to the 7th day. Do the math. do the math. Do the math. Like, how did you allow that product to be used to the point to where you really, really experience good growth? Not even just good growth, but good hair transformation. Like, how? How is that possible? And they just got y'all out here just spending y'all hard-earned money. Y'all work hard for this money. Like, this is y'all money. And they telling y'all, and look, our hair sheds from 50 to 100 strands a day. This is how much hair that, hold up. This is how much hair, I don't know if y'all can see it, that I've shedded so far. I got like a couple more plaits left. And so when you see me pulling like that, I'm not losing hair, y'all. 50 to 100 strands a day is a lot of hair. But you should know the difference between regular shedding and extreme shedding. But yeah, they out here. They is out here. They is. Yeah, I said they is out here. Let's see. Yeah, I started doing lip gloss too several years ago. It was so funny because I was creating the lip gloss and I had my daughter taking it to school to sell them. And they thought it was her lip gloss line. And tell me why this girl was doing credit. She'll come home and I'll be like, wait a minute, what? Because I'm like, okay, you sell the lip gloss, you get some of the dividends, okay? And this girl was doing credit. Like, what if they didn't want to pay you? You can't get your, what you gonna take the lip gloss back after their lips been all over it? That is crazy. Yes, Yvette, that's what I'm saying. It's like you didn't see nobody talking about a preservative. It's like, no, I'm going to tell y'all about a preservative because y'all spending y'all hard-earned money on these products. Y'all notice I like put emphasis on my word, products. Like, who out here just got money to be blowing on products and then after you've been told to apply to your hair every 3 days. Every 3 days. And then, that away. You what? You telling me to what? You telling me to what? Throw it away? Oh, child. And I was one of them people that came on here telling you to use your growth sprays on your scalp every single day. And I know it's some people say, what? I ain't gonna tell you to do nothing that I'm not doing myself. It's no way I would tell you to apply growth spray to your scalp every day if I'm not applying it to my scalp every day, because I know that I can keep my hair in the anagen phase a little while longer. Back in 2017, that hair wasn't growing. It was growing slow. What? No, take it back. Because y'all know I like to just go and go and go. It was growing, but it was growing extremely slow. And I knew that it had to be something that I can do to push my hair to do more than it was doing. And that's when I learned about the different phases of hair. And when I found out about the anagen phase and that you can keep it in the growth phase just a little while longer, like them pastors be at church behind the pulpit, just a little while longer. That's exactly what I did. I applied it to my scalp every day and allowed it to stay in that anagen phase just a little while longer. Right. It's like, man, I know that we all want hair growth. We end up going under these channels. And we're looking because We need answers, right? And then they get on there and then they give you some of the most bogus answers. Like, you telling me to buy $50 worth of ingredients, and you telling me to steep it, mix it, stir it, twirl it, and you telling me to apply it on my scalp every 3 days and then throw it in the garbage, pour it down the drain? Is that what you telling me? Yep, that's exactly what they telling me. That's exactly what they saying. They've been saying it for years, y'all. I don't know. I know people like y'all that noticed. Hey, Tissa. Y'all, I'm glad y'all noticed. Now you got a couple of them talking about aloe vera juice. Girl, if you don't stop. You saw my channel where I was talking about aloe vera juice and rose water. You didn't want to say aloe vera juice and rose water. And I ain't talking about nobody in particular, y'all. I'm just saying. That's why I say girl. You didn't want to say aloe vera juice and rose water because it would have just looked too obvious. All right. Like I said, I ain't here against nobody. I'm just here to speak the facts and speak the truth. It's like, I've been seeing these channels for years, and they've been telling people the same stuff. Apply it every 3 to 5 days. And then what? Then what? Apply it every 3 to 5 days, and then what? What after? Throw it away. And people been throwing it away. And then they'll say, because if you don't throw it away and you leave it in the refrigerator, it's going to lose its effectiveness, right? Its growth benefits. Yeah, that would be good, Miss Nadine. And they gonna buy. Yes, they will. Okay, Sharon, hello. So I'm doing a live. I'm supposed to been get off here. And and I'm just making shampoo. And I am applying the moisture milk to my hair after shampooing my hair with Heavenly's Growth Shampoo and Heavenly's Growth Conditioner. I would show you the Growth Shampoo and the Growth Conditioner, but I completely sold out, and that's why I'm making a new batch. But let me show you Heavenly's Moisture Milk. This is it right here. Let me get another one because I've already shaken that one up. So the ingredients separate a little bit. Sometimes it separate up to about right here. Do not let that scare you. Do not let that disturb you at all. Just remember, I always forget the name, Miss Nadine, you know. And what's her other name? Where's she at? Where is she at? I don't know if she's still on here or not. Lisa. Y'all know that I keep forgetting the name of it. It is Cream of Nature. Just Google Cream of Nature Argan Oil Leave-In Conditioning Spray. You are going to see the ingredients separated. It's separated way worse than this. And not worse, but it's separated way more than this. It's like liquid all the way from down here. And it's like an orange-like color and consistency down here. And then the cream color is up there. You have to shake it up. You have to shake it up. Man, I love that product so much back in the days that I was inspired to make Heavenly's Moisture Milk. And I was also telling everyone that Heavenly's products has water in it to where I tell people that when you buy store-bought products, if it don't have water as the first to the third ingredient on the ingredients, run from it. Don't walk, run from it. And that's why I am applying Heavenly's Moisture Milk on my hair without spraying it down with water. I did a demonstration of Heavenly's Heavenly's curling custard as well, which is a curling custard, and it has a slight hardening and just a little slight hardening cast to where it ain't gonna hurt nobody. I've been using it for several years, been creating it for several years, and it'll end up softening like after a few hours to a day. But the difference between Heavenly's curling custard, this is a curling cream, and Heavenly's moisture and silk, Heavenly's moisture milk is a leave-in conditioning spray and also a hair growth spray. It can be sprayed on your box braids, on your mini twists, on your crochet braids. It can be sprayed on any protective style. It can be sprayed on your locks as well. And it has a kind of like fruity smell. So you're not going to be smelling like them heavy essential oils. Learned my lesson several years ago. This woman said her husband said, take that stuff out your hair. I'm tired of smelling it. Most people who create products, all they know is essential oils. They don't know that the herbs and the growth ingredients that they are using are powerful enough to where you don't have to add essential oils. So if you are making a rosemary spray, right, you don't have to put rosemary essential oil. You can put watermelon fragrant oil. It's still gonna do. Okay, so you remember when I was saying that earlier, Lisa? But I could never get that name right. Cream of Nature Argan Oil Moisturizer Leave-In Conditioning Spray. Got it this time. Yes, Cream of Nature. Let's see if I got any more. Okay. Y'all, I'm almost through. But see, I'm glad somebody used their stuff every day. Okay, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you. It's so many people that are scared because they've been taught for so many years, use this 3 to 5 days. Use this 3 to 5 days. Okay. Okay. And some people don't know or wonder why their hair haven't made it to this or that length. You can train your hair. You can train your hair by keeping it in the anagen phase. Like the pastor, just a little while longer. Y'all, I done ran. This would have did my whole entire head if I probably didn't spray too much in one section. Oh my goodness. The devil is a liar. I ain't going to church like this. They're gonna be like, she got a perm in the front and a curl in the back. Ooh, child. I want to grab one of the ones that don't have it all the way to the top. I try to do everything I can to pour the ingredients to the top. Now, when I'm making the shampoos, I allow it to sit for a couple of days, but sometimes it will end up, what do you call the word? Still falling down lower. But whenever I realize that and recognize that, you think I won't make sure that that person or their next order or whatever I got to do to compensate for their stuff not being to the top? I'm going to do what I can because people paying their money. So what I'll do with this bottle is I'll just keep it for me. I'm just going to go ahead and pour it in this small bottle because I've been using a small bottle. But y'all, like I said, these people just been creating these DIYs. And I am going to say some of them just didn't care. They just trying to create a video. And some of them, whoa, uh-oh. Some of them are just trying to create a video. Y'all, I waste it. And you think I'm not gonna use that? What in the world? Yeah, some of them are just trying to create a video. The show must still go on. Yeah, I just got it on some of my labels. Okay. But yeah, so okay, I'm gonna make sure the top on there. And so they'll tell you anything. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, let that stuff penetrate. And that's why when I'm done warming up my oils, I allow them to sit in the pot. I allow it to sit in the pots. I'm not taking it out. Like, what I'm gonna take it out for? And miss out on all the nutrients and the goodness. Y'all remember I told y'all my roots are thick, right? I'm not being rough. I'm just making sure that I'm rubbing it through. Because remember, this is a hair growth spray. And my roots have always been different than my hair strands. If you will look, you will see that as far as the consistency wise, it's like a little thicker. It's curly, but it's like dry looking. But it's not dry, y'all. Your girl keep her hair moisturized. My hair has just always looked like that. And remember, I said that my front, it is not heat damage. It's not heat damaged at all. My hair grows out like this. I messed around and big chopped the second time because I didn't understand my hair. And I wasted doing that because my hair grew right back out straight in the front. Right back out straight. So I just learned to just scrunch it and go on about my business. So if I had my wing on, y'all, he's so cute. But yeah, so this is Heavenly's Moisture Milk. And y'all, since I clipped my ends even, y'all, I cut a lot of my hair in July. I cut a lot. But I didn't mind because I used to be the type of person to where I used to hang on to strings for dear life. You know, I was like, ain't nobody finna cut my hair and I'm not finna cut my hair either. Then I realized that that's so immature. And I'm not talking about nobody else. I'm talking about myself because I had to realize that this has to go in order for the rest to grow and grow full and pretty. Remember that this part is dead, y'all. This is dead. This is alive. This is alive. This is dead. You have to take care of what's dead. Remember that a licensed stylist ripped my lock out. Your girl hair was stringy. It was a hideous hot mess. And I chose not to big chop for the third time. I chose not to big chop for the third time. Prayed about it. God said, bring it to your channel. I was on Facebook. I had a regular Facebook page and I had a Facebook business page under Heavenly Hair and Skincare Products. People were amazed by my products. And where I live is so negative. And I decided to deactivate my page. Because if I was going to do a deleting spree, then I probably wouldn't have had nothing but 1 or 2 friends. So when I deactivated that page, I knew that my Heavenly Hair and Skincare business page was going to suffer, I still took that choice. And I struggled with getting back on this channel because of a monitoring spirit / destiny swapper. This person actually ended up blowing up on YouTube. And she blew up on the very thing that I told her. I let my left hand know what my right hand was doing. I said I was going to create a YouTube channel and a Facebook back then, way back in 2010, when I lived in the state of Georgia, in Marietta, Georgia. And that was only to help my business as far as braid wise. She ended up disappearing for about a month. But she ended up disappearing for about a month. And she came back with a YouTube channel and a Facebook page and told me I ought to create one. So I ain't, what? What? Okay, so I didn't know anything about monitoring spirits and destiny swappers back then. I used to take up for that person. I looked at that person as a little sister. That's why we have to be careful who we allow in our life. Everybody ain't for us. A lot of people are like spies, detectives, and we know that a lot of us know that they are spirits and they disguise themselves as friends. Some of them can even be family members. This part is dry and cute. I just got a habit of this part hanging, so let me make this part hang too. But yeah, so that person asked me because we both knew how to braid hair. But I keep telling people, even on my other channel, I keep telling people that two people can have the same gift but operating it totally different. And this person braided differently than I did. She asked me, what is it she can do to enhance her braids? I told her she needs to quit showing that she's tired on her people's hair, on her client's hair at the end. So at the end, when she get done with people's hair, it will be huge, big gaps at the top. It was way before now this came out. This was in the early 2000s. And I was always the type of braider to where I closed my braids in. My braids looked like a work of art. God did that. I used to be the type I would never brag on my stuff. And God said, it's okay, that's marketing. But I ended up, hold up, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm about to get ready to end because my husband keep coming over here and he want me to put it on the game before we go to church. But like I said, no, I can't say you talk too much because I talk too much. But y'all, I'm just trying to end my live with the story of what happened and why I took so long coming back on my channel. To a lot of y'all, I am new. I'm not new here. I started my channel in 2010. I let the monitoring spirit / destiny swapper know what I was doing. I thought that person was a friend. No, that person was assigned to me. That was disguised as a friend. You couldn't tell me nothing wrong about that person. I will go to war about that person. But that person didn't look at me like that. She used to speak. She used to sow seeds of negativity in me. So she'll say things like, you braid hair for a living, I braid hair as a hobby. I'm like, okay. But then years later, when I dropped her as a friend, she ended up getting a braid shop. Some hobby, right? Well, I fought tooth and nail trying to get back on this channel. I tried and I tried. Every time I would try to get on here and say, hello, YouTube, I did like 70 to 100 takes and I still didn't upload the video. Then I ended up creating another channel in 2017 because I was like, maybe if I don't come back on this channel and I go ahead and start another channel, I can get back into it. But I'm telling y'all that monitoring spirits and destiny swappers are real. They will disguise themselves and you will really think that they care for you and they don't care for you. They are here to distract you. And all I'm saying is that if I didn't let go of that so-called friend, I wouldn't be here today teaching you guys these DIYs. I would not be here at all. They end up becoming successful on YouTube. I'm not going to say their name, but they end up becoming successful on YouTube because of the very thing that I taught them what to do on the top of their client's head. And I never had a jealous bone in my body. I never had a competition bone in my body. I ain't in competition with nobody but myself. Don't you know, I let them have it. I let them have it. Even when they open up the braid shop, I let them have it. They ain't even had the braid shop for a whole entire year. I let them have it. And one day God said, get back on your channel. We're going to put a swing to this thing. And I started out teaching people how to braid hair, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a good teacher when it comes down to that. I could braid my butt off by the grace of God. When I let go of that friend, y'all, my braids start looking like a work of art. It's crazy. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then subscribe. Look back at some of my braid videos. A lot of them don't even get the justice that the town gave me. They know I didn't play here. Like, they would literally go in the store and see somebody here and they say, I know Tasha did that. I even had Africans in the state of Georgia handing me their business card in Walmart. Then when they saw me in my daughter's hair and they asked who did it, I said me. They politely took their card back. One thing I learned how to do is I learned to toot my horn. Toot my own horn because God told me that I can. But God told me, when you come back, I'll show you what to do. But before he told me that, I didn't go to him and ask him. I came back on here with the braids. With the braids. Been braiding for almost 30 years and ended up retiring. 2 years now, I've been retired. People still around here want to put their label on me. You about to jig knees or whatever? Yeah, hi, Donnie. And I'm going to see if Janice, whoever, start talking extra crazy, and then I'm going to block them. But yeah, I know that anything that happened in my life, no matter who played a part in it, is a part of my story. It's a part of my testimony. That's why I tell people, if you want to be the bad guy, if you want me to put you as the bad guy in my story, then be the bad guy in my story. Then don't be around here talking about you out here dragging my name. You out here dragging my name in the mud. No, you dragged your own name in the mud because you had a choice to be the good guy in my story. But I tell people on my other channel, I tried doing it on this channel and it wasn't successful because the DIYs is taking over, y'all. And hey, I ain't complaining. I'm not complaining at all. That's why the other channel that I struggled with in 2017, I went on there and I started encouraging people. But tell your story. But when you tell your story, make sure that you are not still in the midst of that story. Learn that a lot of people that are around you are assigned to you. A lot of them are assigned to you and they are not assigned to you in a good way. A lot of y'all holding on and hanging on to people that you should have been got rid of a long time ago. Don't you know when I came out with Heavenly Hair and Skincare in 2018, I was on Facebook in that Monitoring Spirit / Destiny Swapper that end up taking the very thing that I taught them to do on the top of their braids and brought it to their platform and end up blowing up on. Don't you know they had the nerves to turn around and I ain't gonna go that far. I ain't gonna go that far. But y'all know what I was about to say. But I'm just here to tell you that the reason why some of you are stagnant, because you can't tell me out of 17 people, yeah, I got 17, and one day it's going to be 170, and it's going to be 1,717,000. But it done went down to 12. But at the end of the day, that's not going to stop me. I can have one person on here, and I'm still going to do what thus said the Lord. But it's a lot of people that are watching that's going to turn around and watch later, that know that they have some people in their lives that's draining the life out of them. And don't know that they would have been creative. Some people want to get on a channel and create videos and feel like they just can't do it. I remember the time that I felt like I couldn't come back, y'all. And I took back what was mine. And God said, since you came back, let me give you, let me bring you to the forefront with this right here. Because I always known that I'm not gifted with one talent. I'm multi-gifted. So in the Bible where Jesus was talking about the parable, he was talking about himself when he left. And he left one with 5, one with 2, and one with 1. And the one with 1 buried his, and that's the one that got rebuked. It's so many of us that's gifted and talented out here and we ain't doing nothing with it. And sometimes we can't do nothing. We feel like we tied up, we strapped down. And it's because of the company that we are keeping. It's because of the people that we are around or we allowing to come around us. Oh, yes, most definitely. Yes, most definitely family is. I don't know what Kevin's saying, but yes, amen, Lisa. But yes, I'm telling y'all that I didn't even know that I was going to go there. It's 6:25. I'm going to check on my shampoo one more time. Hold up. Ooh. So, hold up. Let me get my glove. All right. Oops. Oh, y'all, this is a good consistency. It's thick. All right. So I've already added everything except for my fragrance. I'm just turning everything off. And I've also will be allowing it to sit and marinate. And then I will be back. I don't know if I'm going to come on live though, y'all, because when I get on here, I act like I don't have enough sense to know how to do 2 things at once. But I will end up coming back on live when the conditioner and stuff is made. Hold up. I'm sorry, y'all. That's loud. Hold on. It's dark back here, y'all. It's dark. Hold up. Uh-oh. Almost hurt myself. And y'all, I know I could have already ended this live, but I keep telling y'all that I'll just be all over the place. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and seal this up. And it has a preservative in it. But yeah, y'all, I just like to encourage people. I never had an encourager. I never had nobody to encourage me. And I ain't saying it in a sad way. This is not a sad thing. But I'm going to try to help whoever I can, because there's so many of us that are very gifted and very talented and don't even know that they are being distracted. So I'm going to end up coming back through when I come from church. But I won't be back on live though. Let's see. Take this back. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this live, y'all, because I'm just sitting up here steady holding y'all and taking y'all everywhere. But I appreciate y'all watching my live. I appreciate y'all looking and seeing what the moisture milk does, the curling custard does. I really appreciate your orders as well. Thank you so much. And I will be back soon So yeah, you guys have a blessed night, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Right?